have been reading a lot. This summer, I'll be reading Great Big Beautiful Life. Formula 100. You're coming home with me. This video is more of a reading vlog. Hello everyone. I've been MIA for the past few months, but here I am again, and so many things happened. First of all, I graduated high school. And then I went to BC for a week to commemorate summer and enjoy everything there, since there's nothing here in my hometown. Oh, it's right here. This video is more of a reading vlog, which I haven't done in my channel, but I always watch reading vlogs on YouTube. It's like one of the only things I watch on the app. I have been reading a lot this summer, not so much as before, but for July I've read 3 books already and I wanted to share them to you. First, there were so many independent bookstores in BC and I bought 2 books there, since books are not cheap, guys. There was an old bookshop. It's Vancouver Island's oldest antiquarian bookshop. So I went there. It's called the Haunted Bookshop and they only have like super old books, like really old books. So I just got this Penguin modern classic version of The Great Gatsby, which I read in school and I really liked, and I saw the cover and I'm like, you're coming home with me. And I only got it for $8. It was such a cozy, a bit, what do you call it, maximalist type of a bookshop, but it was so fun to just go around and look at the books, and I enjoyed my time there. And I also went to Monroe's Books. I heard it's like the biggest bookshop in Victoria, which I'm not sure. My cousin bought me Blue Sisters because I've been contemplating if I'm going to buy it, since it's pretty expensive. Books here are pretty expensive. But then she bought this for me and I read it already. I finished it and it's so good. It's about 4 sisters, which is pretty obvious, and then there's the eldest daughter. Like whenever there's an eldest daughter in a book, I just know I'm going to like it. I loved it from the start and I loved it more when I finished it. Recommend. And then I also have an aunt who loves books and she gave me 2 of her books. First one is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I heard this is like a sci-fi book. I think I haven't, well, I have for school, but I haven't read a sci-fi book personally, and I heard so many good things about this one, so I'm going to read this. And then I also got this Piranesi, and it's a fantasy book if I'm not mistaken. These are all the books I got during my BC trip. Since this is my first reading vlog, I kind of want to share my reading background. I don't know if anyone's interested, but like, I just want to share. When I was a child, I read Dark Diaries a lot, and there were like these fairy books. I forgot the series title, but I read those a lot when I was young. And then I kind of had a slump, if I want to say that, like a year, I don't know, a 6-year slump of reading books, and then I got into reading a book again during 2020, during pandemic, when book talk kind of started, and I think I read both that at the end. And then I started reading like famous book talk books. Like I think I read 4 Colleen Hoover books, I'm sorry, and I've also read all of Emily Henry's books, which is one of my favorite authors. I really love her summer books. It's healing for me. I gravitate more towards rom-com books like at the start, and I also have read like YA fantasies like The Cruel Prince, Shatter Me, The Crown, and I've also read the Powerless series. Like I've only read like YA fantasies, and I want to try reading more other kinds of fantasies, like the cozy fantasy genre, and then like the, I guess, the more intense ones. I don't know if you can call it that, like the ACOTAR and thing like that, but I haven't yet. But then this summer I wanted to read more literary fiction, since I read like books that are kind of literary fiction but there's still romance in it. But I wanted to try more literary fiction and like kind of widen my horizon a bit, since I think I got tired of like the normal rom-com formulas, and I like wanted to learn more about humans and all that. So I've been gravitating towards literary fiction. The first 4 books of July that I read our literary fiction. First, I read Talking at Night by Claire Daverly. I read it on my Kindle during my vacation. It was so nice. It's kind of like Normal People. I also read Blue Sisters, the one I got, and then I read Beautiful World, Where Are You by Sally Rooney. And I have read Normal People like 4 years ago, and now I tried reading more of her books and I didn't expect to like it that much. I was like so invested. It was nice to like read about multifaceted people and how like they're both annoying and then good at times, and like I don't know if I'm going to root for them or not. I also read Good Material by Dolly Alderton, and I didn't know it focuses around this 35-year-old man and like his breakup, his relationship with this girl. It was very interesting to like learn their perspective and how some people cope with breakups, and especially like a 35-year-old man. It was funny at times, a bit cringe and a bit annoying, but like by the end it was very inciting, and it was nice to see like a woman's perspective on usual traditional path of what being a woman is in this world. It was a nice read, and I kind of learned a lot from the girl, not from the main character. Yeah, I read those 4 literary fiction, and in this vlog I wanted to read, finally, I'll be reading Great Big Beautiful Life. And I read Emily Henry books during July since she releases a book every year, every spring. I remember every April or May, somewhere like that. And I've read like mixed reviews about this one and how it's a bit, I heard it's like a bit slow, boring or something like that. So I don't know yet, but I really love Emily Henry, so I'm still going to read it. My 100th page, and I just chuckled. What? Too cringe. I don't know. Music journalist. When did he ever mention music? Wow.
Sprinkled in. However, and this is a BBL sized butt, I'm not sure it will satisfy fans of any of those three genres because it doesn't